The hallway buzzed with energy, a cacophony of laughter, slamming lockers, and hurried footsteps echoing off the walls. Students rushed past, their voices blending into an indistinct roar of chatter. Amid the chaos, Maya stood at her new locker, her fingers trembling as she struggled with the unfamiliar combination. She cast a cautious glance around, her heart pounding in her chest. Everyone seemed to belong, their laughter and easy conversations filling the space she felt so conspicuously outside of. Her gaze dropped back to the lock. The numbers swam before her eyes as her fingers fumbled once again. She sighed, her breath catching as she tried to push down the growing knot of frustration and nervousness. Being the only black girl in the hallway wasn't just something she noticed. It felt like something everyone else did too. She could feel the weight of the stairs, even if they weren't real. Or were they? At the far end of the hallway, Emma strolled with her friends, her laughter ringing out above the din. The group moved as one, their presence commanding the space in a way Maya could only dream of. Ryan said something that made them all burst out laughing, and Emma glanced around, her eyes scanning the crowd. They paused when they landed on Maya. Emma tilted her head slightly, her smile fading into a curious expression. There was something about the way Maya stood there, alone and struggling, that caught her attention. While her friends continued chatting and laughing, Emma lingered, her gaze fixed on the new girl. "Hey, who's that?" Emma whispers to Ryan, tilting her head in Maya's direction. Ryan shrugs dismissively. "I don't know. Probably some new transfer kid. She doesn't really fit here, though, does she?" Emma gives him a reproachful look. Maybe she's just new and nervous. It must be tough starting here. Ignoring Ryan's eye roll, Emma breaks away from her friends and approaches Maya, who's still struggling with her lock. "Hey, need some help?" Emma asks brightly, smiling. Startled, Maya looks up, her guard immediately up. Yeah, I guess. It's just new locker, new school." Emma chuckles, trying to ease Maya's discomfort. "Totally get it. I'm Emma, by the way. And you're?" "Maya," she replies, still slightly guarded but grateful for the help. Emma gives the locker a twist, and it opens with a click. "There you go, Maya. Welcome to Riverview High. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask." Maya nods, unsure if Emma's friendliness is genuine. "Thanks." Emma gives her a small wave and returns to her group, leaving Maya feeling a mix of relief and caution. As Emma walks back, Ryan raises an eyebrow, questioning her choice to talk to Maya, but Emma brushes it off. Next at our classroom, students are seated at easels around the room, painting or drawing various projects. Maya sits alone near the window, her focus on a detailed sketch of Chicago's skyline. Maya's pencil moves swiftly across the paper, capturing the familiar lines and shapes of her old city. She loses herself in the sketch, her mind drifting back to memories of home. For a moment, the noise of the classroom fades away, and she's back in Chicago, where she didn't feel like an outsider. Emma enters the classroom and spots Maya sitting alone, her focus intense. Intrigued, she walks over and looks over Maya's shoulder, impressed by the detail in the sketch. "Whoa," Emma says softly. "Is that Chicago?" Maya jumps, caught off guard, and instinctively pulls her sketchbook closer. Realizing it's Emma, she relaxes slightly, nodding. "Yeah, it's my favorite part of the city." Emma pulls up a chair, her eyes wide with admiration. "I've never been to a big city like that. It looks incredible. Do you miss it?" Maya pauses, unsure how much to reveal. "Sometimes. It's different from here." Sensing her hesitation, Emma nods thoughtfully. "I bet. Well, if you need someone to show you around this place, I'd be happy to. It's no Chicago, but there are some cool spots if you know where to look." Maya gives a small smile, surprised by Emma's friendliness, but still unsure of her intentions. "Thanks. I might take you up on that." They share a brief smile before Emma returns to her seat, leaving Maya feeling a mixture of gratitude and uncertainty about Emma's kindness. At school cafeteria, Maya is sitting alone at a table near the window, carefully eating her lunch and observing the lively cafeteria environment, where groups of friends chat and laugh. Maya sips her juice, feeling the sting of isolation as she watches the other students. She's used to having friends around her back in Chicago, but here, she feels invisible. She looks down at her lunch, focusing on her food to block out the loneliness. Emma walks in with her tray, laughing with her friends. As she scans the room, she spots Maya sitting alone and decides to join her. She ignores her friends' curious looks and walks over, setting her tray down beside Maya. "Mind if I sit here?" Emma asks, smiling. Maya looks up, surprised but nods politely. "Sure." They eat in silence for a moment, but Emma's curiosity gets the better of her. "So, what do you like to do outside of school?" Maya shrugs, taking a cautious sip of her juice. "I like to draw, read sometimes. I was in an art club back home." Emma's face lights up. "That's cool. Maybe you can join our art club here? We're working on some projects for the fall festival." Maya nods, still unsure. "Maybe. I'll think about it." Emma, sensing Maya's reluctance, changes the subject to make her feel more comfortable. "Well, let me know if you ever need someone to hang out with. I know it's hard being new." Maya gives a small, appreciative smile, feeling a bit more at ease. "Thanks." Emma's friends call her over, and she waves goodbye, leaving Maya feeling a little less alone. At hallway after lunch, Maya is at her locker, organizing her books when Ryan and another friend, Alex, approach her with a casual but slightly mocking air. Ryan leans against the locker beside Maya's, smirking. "Hey, you're the new girl, right? From Chicago?" Maya glances up, sensing the mocking tone. "Yeah, that's me." Alex chimes in, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "Big city girl, huh? Must be a real shock coming here." Maya rolls her eyes, trying to ignore them, but Ryan continues, pushing further. "So, why'd you move here anyway? Wasn't Chicago exciting enough?" Maya takes a breath, keeping her voice steady. "My dad got a job here. That's all." Ryan snickers, clearly amused by her calm response. "Well, welcome to Riverview, I guess. Hope you're ready for some serious boredom." At that moment, Emma walks up, sensing the tension. She glares at Ryan, her voice firm. "Ryan, give her a break. She doesn't need this right now." Ryan shrugs, looking slightly embarrassed. "Just saying hi." He walks away, and Emma rolls her eyes, sighing. Maya watches them go, grateful but still feeling unsettled. Emma gives her a reassuring smile. "Don't worry about him. He thinks he's funny." Maya nods, her voice soft but appreciative. "Thanks, Emma." At guidance counselor's office, the room is warm and welcoming, with posters about self-empowerment and embracing diversity. Miss Jenkins, the school counselor, is seated at her desk, looking up as Maya enters for a routine check-in. Miss Jenkins smiles warmly, gesturing for Maya to sit. "Hello, Maya. How are you settling in?" Maya sits down, glancing around the room. "It's different here. I feel like I'm sticking out." Miss Jenkins nods, her tone understanding. "I can imagine. Moving to a new place, especially one so different, can feel overwhelming." Maya hesitates, then speaks up, her voice quiet but honest. "Sometimes, it feels like I'm invisible. Or worse, like I don't belong." Miss Jenkins leans forward, her voice gentle. "Maya, feeling out of place is natural, but remember, you're not alone. There are people here who want to know you, and there are spaces in this school where you can feel at home. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here." Maya nods, feeling comforted by Miss Jenkins's words. "Thanks. That means a lot." They finish their meeting, and as Maya leaves, she feels a small sense of hope, knowing she has an ally in Miss Jenkins. In art classroom, where the teacher announces a new collaborative art project, students begin pairing up, and Emma immediately looks to Maya, grinning as she realizes they're assigned as partners. Emma excitedly moves over to sit next to Maya. "Looks like we're teammates." Maya gives a small, shy smile. Yeah, looks like it. Emma glances around the classroom, brainstorming ideas. So, any thoughts on what we should do? Maya hesitates, then offers. Maybe we could create something that combines where we're from, like a mural that mixes Chicago and Riverview. Emma's eyes widen, impressed. That's an awesome idea. It could show both of our worlds. Maya relaxes, surprised by Emma's enthusiasm. Yeah, I think it could look pretty cool. They start sketching out ideas, and for the first time, Maya feels a real connection forming between them as they laugh and collaborate. At Maya's kitchen at home, where Mr. Carter is making dinner, Maya enters and sits at the counter, watching her father chop vegetables. Mr. Carter glances at Maya, sensing her thoughtful expression. How was school today? Maya shrugs, playing with a piece of bread on her plate. It was fine. I met this girl, Emma. She's nice, but I don't know if she really understands me. Mr. Carter nods, his expression compassionate. Sometimes, people take a while to understand where we're coming from, but give it time. She might surprise you. Maya considers his words, nodding. Maybe. I guess I'll see. They share a quiet meal, her father's calm presence reassuring her that, no matter what, she has someone who understands her. Next day at school library, where Maya is studying alone at a table near the back. She's lost in her thoughts when Emma enters, spotting her and walking over with a bright smile. Hey, Maya, Emma says, setting down her backpack. I wanted to show you something. Emma opens her phone and shows Maya pictures of Chicago landmarks she looked up online. I know it's not the same as actually being there, but I thought these might help with our mural. Maya's face lights up, touched by Emma's effort. Wow, Emma. Thanks. I didn't think you'd go through all that trouble. Emma shrugs, smiling. Hey, I want our project to be great. Plus, I was curious about what makes Chicago so special to you. Maya looks at the pictures, feeling a spark of connection and gratitude toward Emma. Thanks, Emma. This really means a lot. Emma beams, and as they talk about the mural, Maya feels a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, this friendship could be real. Next is art classroom, where students are working on their collaborative projects. Maya and Emma are sitting side by side, each adding details to their joint mural of Chicago and Riverview. Maya carefully shades in the skyline of Chicago, her pencil strokes precise and thoughtful. Beside her, Emma works on drawing Riverview's familiar main street with enthusiasm, even if her lines are not as polished as Maya's. Emma glances over at Maya's side of the mural, her eyes widening in admiration. Your detail is amazing, Maya. It looks so real. Maya smiles shyly, appreciative of the compliment. Thanks. I've had a lot of practice. Art is kind of my thing. Emma pauses, as if contemplating something. So, what's it like living in a big city? I mean, is it anything like the movies? Maya laughs softly. Sort of. It's loud, busy, and everyone's in a rush. But there's this energy, like you're part of something bigger. I miss that feeling. Emma nods, trying to imagine it. That sounds incredible. Riverview is so quiet and, I don't know, predictable. They work in silence for a few minutes, the atmosphere comfortable. Then, Emma hesitates before asking, Can I ask you something? I don't mean to sound ignorant, but what's it like being, well, different? Maya tenses slightly, not expecting the question. She looks down, choosing her words carefully. It's complicated. Sometimes people don't see me for who I am, just what I look like. Emma nods, her face thoughtful. I guess I never thought about it like that. Thanks for sharing, Maya. They exchange a quiet smile, the conversation deepening their connection. In lunchroom, the next day, Maya is sitting at a table, drawing in her sketchbook, when Emma approaches with her lunch tray, beaming. Emma sets her tray down, glancing at Maya's sketch. Are you ever not drawing? Maya laughs. Not if I can help it. Emma takes a seat across from her. I looked up some more stuff about Chicago last night. There are so many places I'd love to see. Do you ever think about going back? Maya looks thoughtful. Yeah, sometimes. But my dad's job is here now, so I guess this is home. Emma's face softens. Well, maybe I can help make it feel a little more like home. I know it's not the same, but I'd love to show you around. Maya smiles, genuinely touched. I'd like that. As they continue talking, Ryan and Alex walk by, eyeing them with surprise. Ryan sneers slightly. Wow, Emma. Didn't know you had a new best friend. Emma glares at him. Grow up, Ryan. Ryan scoffs, walking away. Maya watches him go, the tension lingering in the air. Emma sighs, shaking her head. Sorry about him. He just doesn't get it. Maya shrugs. It's fine. I'm used to it. Emma looks at her, a mix of sadness and determination in her eyes. You shouldn't have to be. In hallway after lunch, Emma catches up to Ryan, who's standing at his locker. She's visibly annoyed, her arms crossed as she confronts him. Ryan, what was that about? Emma demands, her voice tight with frustration. Ryan shrugs, unbothered. What? I just didn't expect you to be so friendly with her. Emma frowns, her expression hardening. What's that supposed to mean? Maya's actually really cool. And talented, too. Ryan rolls his eyes. She's different. She doesn't belong here, Emma. You can see that, right? Emma's jaw tightens. Ryan, just because she's not from Riverview doesn't mean she doesn't belong. You know, I thought you were better than this. Ryan scoffs, slamming his locker shut. Whatever, Emma. Just don't come crying to me when she turns out to be trouble. Emma watches him walk away, feeling a mix of anger and disappointment. For the first time, she realizes how narrow-minded some of her friends are, and it leaves her feeling unsettled. In Miss Jenkins's office, Maya has come in for a routine check-in, but she seems more relaxed this time, knowing Miss Jenkins is someone she can talk to openly. Miss Jenkins notices the change in Maya's demeanor and smiles. You seem more comfortable, Maya. How's it been going? Maya nods, a small smile on her face. It's better. I've made a friend. Her name's Emma. Miss Jenkins's eyes light up. That's wonderful. Emma seems like a kind girl. Maya hesitates, then adds, yeah, but sometimes it's like she doesn't see the full picture. Like she doesn't understand what it's like to be different. Miss Jenkins nods thoughtfully. Sometimes, people don't understand things they haven't experienced. But it sounds like Emma's willing to learn, and that's a good start. Maya nods, taking in her words. I guess. I just don't want to be a lesson for her. I want to be her friend. Miss Jenkins gives her a reassuring smile. Then just keep being yourself. True friendships are built on understanding, even if it takes time. Maya leaves the office feeling reassured, hopeful that her friendship with Emma could be more than just a learning experience. Next day at Riverview's small downtown area on a Saturday afternoon, Emma has invited Maya to meet her and show her around town. Wanting to share some of her favorite spots, Emma greets Maya with a warm smile. Ready for the grand tour? Maya chuckles. I think so. It's quieter than I'm used to. Emma laughs. Yeah, Riverview's a little sleepy, but it has its charm. They walk down the main street, stopping at a small ice cream shop. Emma buys them both cones, chatting about her childhood memories of the town. As they sit on a bench, eating their ice cream, Emma gestures to a mural on a nearby wall. I've always loved that mural. I'd love to make something like that someday. Maya studies the mural, her artistic eye noticing the details. You totally could. Maybe we could work on something like that together. Emma's eyes light up. Really? That would be amazing. They share a smile, and Maya starts to feel that maybe, just maybe, this small town has a place for her. They are at Emma's house. Emma has invited Maya over for dinner to introduce her to her family, excited to include her in her life. Mrs. Thompson greets Maya warmly at the door, but there's a slight stiffness in her smile. Welcome, Maya. We're so happy to have you here. Maya gives a polite smile, sensing the subtle tension. Thank you for having me, Mrs. Thompson. At the dinner table, the conversation flows, but Mrs. Thompson occasionally makes awkward comments like, So, Maya, What was it like living in a big city like Chicago? I've only ever seen it on TV. Maya smiles politely, answering the questions as best as she can. But she feels a bit uncomfortable, sensing Mrs. Thompson's curiosity. Emma notices Maya's discomfort and changes the subject, talking about their art project. Maya's an incredible artist, Mom. You should see her sketches. Mrs. Thompson smiles, but there's a hint of reservation. Well, that's wonderful. I'm sure you're very talented, Maya. Maya forces a smile, grateful for Emma's support, but feeling the subtle undercurrents of being different in Emma's home. Next day at school hallway, the next day, Maya walks into school and notices that students are whispering and glancing at her. She finds Emma by her locker, who looks upset. Maya approaches Emma, worried. Hey, what's going on? Emma looks at her, frowning. Ryan posted something online. He made a comment about you, saying you don't belong here. Maya's heart sinks, a familiar feeling of isolation creeping in. What did he say? Emma hesitates, then quietly explains. He said that you're trying too hard to fit in, and that people like you don't understand small-town values. Maya clenches her fists, hurt and anger flaring up. I knew he didn't like me, but this? Emma's face crumples with guilt. I'm so sorry, Maya. I never thought he'd do something like that. Maya takes a deep breath, steadying herself. It's not your fault, Emma, but maybe you should think about the kind of friends you have. Emma nods, her face somber. You're right. I didn't realize how narrow-minded some of my friends could be. They share a quiet moment, Emma's loyalty and support strengthening their friendship. They both are at guidance counselor's office. Maya has come to talk to Miss Jenkins about the hurtful comments she's faced. Emma joins her, wanting to support her friend. Miss Jenkins listens as Maya explains what happened, her face sympathetic. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, Maya. Unfortunately, sometimes people lash out when they're confronted with things they don't understand. Emma speaks up, her voice determined. I want to do something, Miss Jenkins. I want to show people that Maya belongs here just as much as anyone else. Miss Jenkins nods, her voice encouraging. That's a great idea, Emma. Why don't you two work together on a project that shows the importance of diversity and belonging? Something visual that the whole school can see. Maya and Emma exchange a look, excitement sparking between them. Maya nods, her confidence returning. I like that idea. Let's show them who we are. As they leave the office, Maya feels a renewed sense of purpose, knowing she's not alone in facing these challenges and that she has a true friend by her side. In art classroom, Maya and Emma are discussing their new project idea for the school. A large mural that symbolizes unity, diversity, and belonging. They've spread out sketchbooks, pencils, and reference photos on their shared desk, brainstorming ideas. Maya is sketching a rough outline of a bridge on a piece of paper, her focus intense. What if we use a bridge as a metaphor? Something that connects two places, like Chicago and Riverview? Emma nods thoughtfully, studying the sketch. I like that. A bridge represents bringing two different worlds together. And we could add people from all backgrounds on each side. Maya's eyes brighten, the idea sparking her creativity. Yes, and maybe the middle of the bridge could be a place where everyone's standing together. Like unity. Emma grins, flipping through her notebook for inspiration. We could add little details, like symbols from different cultures, maybe even personal items that mean a lot to people here. As they brainstorm, Mr. Flores, their art teacher, approaches, noticing the energy and focus between them. You two look like you're planning something big, he says with a warm smile. Emma nods excitedly. We are. We're thinking about creating a mural for the school, something that shows unity and diversity. Mr. Flores nods approvingly. That sounds fantastic. Let me know if you need any support. I think it's an idea the whole school would benefit from. Maya and Emma exchange a determined look, feeling a shared sense of purpose. They dive back into their brainstorming, the mural project becoming more than just an assignment. It's their way of showing the school what true friendship and understanding look like. In library, during lunch, Maya and Emma have set up a workspace to research cultural symbols and gather inspiration for their mural. The atmosphere is focused, but the weight of their project's importance is clear. Emma pulls out her laptop, typing in searches for symbols representing unity, strength, and diversity. There are so many options, but I want it to feel personal, not just like random symbols we found online. Maya nods, flipping through a book of cultural art and design. Exactly. It should feel like it belongs to everyone who sees it. We should ask people about what represents them, what makes them feel like they belong. Emma's face lights up with excitement. What if we interview some students? We could ask them about their experiences, what makes them feel connected. Maya smiles, appreciating Emma's thoughtfulness. That's a great idea. And maybe Ms. Jenkins could help us reach more people. As they continue planning, Maya glances at Emma, her voice hesitant. You know, this project, it means a lot to me. I want people to see me for who I am, not just as the new black girl. Emma places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. I know, Maya, and I want to help make that happen. You're so much more than that. Maya's eyes soften with gratitude. She feels a growing confidence that this project could change the way people see her, and maybe even how they see each other. In guidance counselor Ms. Jenkins's office, Maya and Emma have scheduled a meeting to discuss their idea with her, hoping she can help spread the word about their project. Ms. Jenkins listens as they explain their vision, nodding thoughtfully. A mural representing unity and belonging. That's a wonderful idea, girls. I think it could really help bridge some gaps in our school community. Emma leans forward, her enthusiasm contagious. We were thinking that maybe we could interview some students, ask them what makes them feel connected. We want everyone's voice to be represented. Ms. Jenkins's eyes light up with approval. I love that idea. I'll talk to some of the teachers and see if we can get you permission to reach out to different classes. This project could really open some eyes. Maya smiles, feeling a swell of pride and gratitude. Thank you, Ms. Jenkins. This means a lot to us, to me especially. Ms. Jenkins gives her a warm smile. Maya, you're showing incredible strength and resilience. And Emma, your willingness to learn and support Maya is just as important. I think you two are going to make a real difference. They leave the office with renewed determination, feeling empowered by Ms. Jenkins's support and encouragement. In lunchroom, Maya and Emma are approaching different groups of students, asking them about their thoughts on unity, belonging, and what makes them feel connected. The reactions are mixed, and not everyone is receptive. They approach a group of students, some of whom eye them warily. One of the boys, Jake, raises an eyebrow as they explain the mural idea. Why do we need a mural about diversity? He asks, sounding skeptical. Everyone here already gets along fine. Emma is quick to respond. Maybe, but some people don't feel that way. We want everyone to feel like they belong here, even if they're from different backgrounds. Maya adds, her voice calm but firm. It's about showing that even though we're different, we're all part of the same community. Another student, Sarah, nods thoughtfully. I think it's a cool idea. I'd love to see something that represents all of us. As they walk away, Maya looks at Emma, a hint of frustration in her eyes. Some people just don't get it. They think everything's fine because it's fine for them. Emma sighs, understanding. Yeah, but maybe if they see the mural, they'll start to understand, even if it's just a little. Maya nods, her determination strengthening. Then let's make it powerful. At Maya's home, she sits with her father, Mr. Carter, explaining the mural project over dinner. She's excited but a little nervous, wanting his support and perspective. Mr. Carter listens carefully, nodding as she describes the mural's theme and her hope to bring people together. That sounds amazing, Maya. You're really taking a stand and showing who you are. Maya smiles, relieved. Thanks, Dad. I want people to see me for who I am. And I want them to understand that being different doesn't mean we can't belong together. Mr. Carter reaches across the table, placing a reassuring hand on hers. You're doing something important, Maya. And it sounds like Emma is too. It's not always easy to get people to see things from a different perspective, but you're both opening doors. Maya's face softens, feeling the weight of his encouragement. I hope so. I just, I don't want people to forget about this once the mural is done. Mr. Carter nods. Then make it something they can't ignore. Put your heart into it, and it will make an impact. Maya's confidence grows, bolstered by her father's faith in her. She's ready to give everything she has to the project. Next day at school gymnasium, the school has organized a pep rally, and Emma and Maya have set up a small table with flyers about the mural project, hoping to get more students involved. As students walk by, some glance at the table curiously, while others ignore it. Emma is cheerful, handing out flyers and encouraging people to join. Maya, however, senses a certain reluctance from some of the students. Ryan and Alex approach the table, smirking. A mural about belonging? Ryan says mockingly, "Isn't that a little much?" Emma's eyes narrow, her tone firm. "If you don't want to be a part of it, no one's forcing you, Ryan." Maya gives him a cool look. "Yeah, we're looking for people who actually care." Ryan rolls his eyes, walking away. "Good luck with that." Emma watches him leave, sighing. He's hopeless. Maya shrugs, a small smile on her face. "It's okay. We don't need everyone to get it. Just enough people who do." They continue passing out flyers, and slowly, more students begin to show interest, asking questions and showing support. Maya starts to feel a glimmer of hope that they're making a difference. After school art club, Maya and Emma have gathered a few students who are interested in helping with the mural. They're explaining their vision and discussing everyone's ideas. Maya stands at the front of the room, slightly nervous but excited. "We want this mural to be a reflection of all of us. So, if you have any ideas, anything that represents you or makes you feel at home, we want to include it." A girl named Sophia raises her hand. "Could we add some traditional patterns? My family's from Mexico, and those designs really remind me of home." Emma nods enthusiastically. "That sounds amazing, Sophia. Definitely." Another student, James, speaks up. "I'd love to include something about the local farms here. Riverview's history is rooted in farming, and it's important to our identity." Maya smiles, nodding. "Absolutely. This mural is going to be a piece of everyone. It's about showing that no matter where we're from, we all belong here." As they share their ideas, Maya and Emma realize they're creating something much bigger than they imagined. It's not just a mural. It's a symbol of unity and pride for the entire school. Next day at school hallway, early morning. Maya and Emma have come in before classes start to work on the mural, excited to begin painting after weeks of planning. They set up paint cans, brushes, and their sketches, ready to bring their vision to life. Maya dips her brush into a bright blue paint and makes the first stroke, creating the outline of the bridge they had envisioned. Emma watches, then picks up a brush and starts adding details to the skyline of Riverview. As they work in quiet concentration, more students begin to arrive, watching in awe as the mural takes shape. A few students, including Sophia and James, join in, adding their own touches to the mural. Soon, a crowd has gathered, watching and helping, each person adding something unique and meaningful. Maya steps back, looking at the mural, her heart swelling with pride. She turns to Emma, who's equally moved. "We're really doing this," Maya whispers, her voice filled with emotion. Emma nods, her eyes glistening. "Yeah, and it's beautiful." As they continue painting, Maya feels a deep sense of belonging, not just to the mural but to the community they're building. For the first time, she feels like she's found her place, not by blending in, but by standing out and sharing her story. The school hallway, just outside the nearly finished mural. Maya and Emma are inspecting their progress. They're exhausted but proud, the mural nearly complete with vibrant colors, cultural symbols, and personal touches from various students. Maya runs her fingers over the fresh paint, smiling. "It's coming together, isn't it?" Emma nods, her eyes wide with admiration. "It's beautiful. I think it's even more powerful than we imagined. As they stand back to admire the mural, a few students walk by, whispering and pointing. Some smile and nod, clearly impressed, but others look on with indifference or even mild annoyance. Maya notices the mixed reactions and frowns. Emma follows her gaze, her voice soft. You can't please everyone, Maya, but we're making an impact. I know we are. Maya nods, reassured. You're right. Even if some people don't get it, at least we're trying. They share a quiet moment of pride. But Maya can't shake the nagging feeling that not everyone supports their message of unity. After school art club, where Maya, Emma, and a group of students are adding final details to the mural sketches and preparing for the unveiling. There's excitement in the air, but tension lingers among certain students. As Maya paints, she overhears a couple of students whispering nearby. I don't get why we need a mural about diversity, one student, Brian, mutters. It's not like we have problems here. This friend nods in agreement. Exactly. We're not some big city with all those issues. This place has always been fine as it is. Maya clenches her jaw, trying to ignore the comments, but Emma notices her tension and places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Emma's voice is gentle but firm. Let it go, Maya. They don't understand because they've never had to. This mural isn't for them. It's for everyone who's ever felt invisible. Maya nods, her face softening. I know. It just hurts sometimes. Like people are missing the whole point. Emma sighs. We'll just have to let the mural speak for itself. Once they see it, maybe they'll start to understand. Maya smiles, grateful for Emma's unwavering support. They get back to work, more determined than ever to finish what they started. Next day at school hallway, the next morning, Maya arrives at school to find that someone has scrawled graffiti on the mural, spray painting over parts of it with phrases like, "Go back to where you came from, and this isn't Chicago." Maya stares in shock, her heart sinking. She feels a mixture of anger, sadness, and betrayal. Other students gather around, murmuring in disbelief, some of them looking horrified while others simply shrug and walk away. Emma arrives moments later, her face falling as she takes in the sight. Oh my God. Maya, I'm so sorry. Maya's voice trembles. All that work, and someone just destroyed it. Why? What did we do wrong? Emma shakes her head, her own anger flaring. We didn't do anything wrong. This is just ignorance, fear, people who can't handle change. Miss Jenkins arrives, having heard the commotion. She puts a comforting arm around Maya's shoulders. I'm so sorry, Maya. Emma, we'll get this fixed. The school will handle it. Maya looks up at her, frustration in her eyes. What's the point, Miss Jenkins? They don't want us here. They don't want us to feel like we belong. Miss Jenkins's voice is steady, calm but resolute. That's exactly why you have to keep going, Maya. This mural matters, and there are people who need to see it. Don't let someone else's fear erase what you've built. Emma nods, determination flaring in her eyes. We'll clean it up, Maya. We'll fix it, and we'll make it even better. Maya takes a shaky breath, wiping her eyes. Okay, let's do it. In our classroom, later that day, Maya and Emma gather supplies to repair the mural, their focus intense. A few other students join them, offering support. Sophia approaches Maya, her face filled with sympathy. I'm so sorry, Maya. That was just cruel. But I think what you're doing is amazing, and I want to help. Maya gives a small smile, touched by the support. Thank you, Sophia. It means a lot. James, another student from our club, nods in agreement. Yeah, we're here for you. Let's make this mural even more powerful. With the help of their classmates, Maya and Emma begin cleaning off the graffiti, determined to restore the mural. As they work, more students join, including some who had been indifferent or even skeptical at first. Emma looks around, her eyes shining. See, Maya? This is what it's about. People coming together. Maya nods, feeling a renewed sense of hope. Yeah, maybe we're not alone after all. Together, they scrub away the hateful words, replacing them with symbols of unity and resilience, making the mural even more impactful. Next day at school auditorium, the day of the mural unveiling. The principal, teachers, students, and a few parents gather, their eyes on the now restored mural as Maya and Emma stand nervously in front of the crowd. The principal steps up to the microphone, her tone supportive but formal. Today, we're unveiling a mural created by two of our students, Maya and Emma, who have shown incredible dedication to making this school a place of unity and belonging. She gestures for Maya and Emma to speak, handing them the microphone. Emma goes first, her voice steady but emotional. We wanted to create something that shows that no matter where we come from or what we look like, we're all part of the same community. This mural is for everyone who's ever felt like they didn't belong. Maya takes a deep breath, glancing at Emma for reassurance before speaking. I know what it's like to feel like an outsider, to feel like you don't belong. But this mural, it's a reminder that we can all find common ground, that we can bridge the differences between us. The audience is silent, many faces thoughtful, a few visibly moved. Maya and Emma step back, and the crowd begins to clap, some even cheering. Maya feels a surge of pride and relief, knowing that their message has reached people. As the crowd disperses, the few students and teachers approach to congratulate them, expressing admiration and support. Maya and Emma share a smile, feeling a sense of accomplishment and hope. In school hallway, after the unveiling, Maya and Emma are surrounded by supportive friends, but Ryan approaches, his face unreadable. Ryan clears his throat, looking between Maya and Emma. I wanted to say sorry for what I said and for not understanding what you were doing. Emma gives him a pointed look. You really hurt Maya, Ryan. Why did you do it? Ryan looks down, ashamed. I don't know. I guess I felt like things were changing too fast, and I didn't know how to handle it. But seeing the mural, hearing you both, I get it now. Maya studies him for a moment, then nods, her voice calm. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you saying that. Ryan nods awkwardly, clearly uncomfortable but trying to make amends. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Emma gives him a small smile. Just try to be more open-minded, Ryan. That would help a lot. Ryan nods, walking away, and Maya and Emma share a quiet moment, feeling a sense of closure. At Maya's home, she's sitting with her father, showing him photos of the mural and telling him about the day's events. Her voice is filled with pride and relief. Mr. Carter listens intently, his eyes shining with pride. Maya, what you've done is incredible. You took something painful and turned it into something beautiful. I couldn't be prouder. Maya smiles, feeling the weight of her journey lifting. It was hard, Dad. There were times I wanted to give up, but I'm glad I didn't. Mr. Carter nods. You're stronger than you realize, Maya, and it sounds like you found a true friend in Emma. Maya's face softens. Yeah, she stood by me, even when things got tough. I don't think I could have done it without her. They share a quiet moment, Maya feeling the warmth of her father's pride and support. Next day at school hallway, the day after the unveiling, Maya and Emma walk past the mural together, taking in the finished piece, now fully restored and vibrant with new symbols of resilience. They stop, standing in silence for a moment, absorbing the meaning of their work. Maya speaks softly, her voice filled with emotion. I feel like I belong here now. For the first time, Emma smiles, her eyes glistening with tears. You do belong, Maya, and I'm so grateful I got to be a part of this with you. They hug, a moment of true friendship and mutual understanding. As they pull back, they look at the mural, feeling the strength of what they've accomplished together. The bell rings, and they walk down the hall, side by side, knowing that they built a bridge. Not only between two cities or two people, but between two worlds, creating a lasting change that will inspire others to see each other in a new light. In school cafeteria, a few days after the mural unveiling, Maya and Emma are seated together, laughing and chatting while eating lunch. There's an air of newfound comfort between them, their friendship stronger than ever. But across the cafeteria, They notice a few students giving them lingering looks and whispering. Emma notices a couple of her friends from before, including Ryan, sitting a few tables away. They glance over, their expressions unreadable, and then turn away. Emma's face falls slightly, but she quickly tries to cover it with a smile. Maya notices, her tone gentle. They're still giving you a hard time? Emma sighs, looking down at her lunch. Yeah, I think some of them don't like that I'm spending so much time with you. They say I'm changing and that I'm different. Maya's face tightens. I'm sorry, Emma. I didn't mean to cause trouble for you. Emma shakes her head quickly, her voice firm. Maya, it's not your fault. This is their problem, not ours. If they can't accept that I want to understand different perspectives, then maybe they're not real friends. Maya gives her a small, grateful smile. Thank you for standing by me. It means a lot. They share a quiet moment, both realizing that true friendship sometimes means standing against the crowd. In Emma's home, later that day, Emma is at the dinner table with her family, discussing her day. She talks about the mural project with pride, but her mother, Mrs. Thompson, looks slightly uncomfortable. Mrs. Thompson places her fork down, her expression hesitant. Emma, I'm glad you're making new friends and doing something you care about, but don't you think you've changed a bit recently? Emma looks at her mother, confused. What do you mean? Mrs. Thompson shifts uncomfortably. It's just you've been spending a lot of time with Maya. I think it's wonderful that you're supporting her, but are you sure this is who you are? Emma's face hardens. Mom, Maya's my friend, and yes, I am changing, but it's because I'm learning more about the world. Isn't that a good thing? Mr. Thompson, who has been silent, interjects gently. Your mother just means that it's important to stay true to yourself, Emma. Emma's voice is firm. I am. Maybe for the first time. I'm actually seeing things clearly. Her parents exchange a look, but Emma's determination doesn't waver. She knows that she can't back down from supporting Maya, even if it means challenging her family's expectations. In school hallway, the next day, Maya is at her locker when she overhears a conversation between two students, Brian and Sarah, who are talking about the mural project. Their words are filled with criticism and dismissal. Brian scoffs, rolling his eyes. I still don't get why we needed that mural. It's like, okay, we get it. Everyone's different. But did they have to make such a big deal out of it? Sarah nods, agreeing. Yeah, and now Emma's acting all woke, or whatever. It's just weird. She's not like she used to be. Maya feels a pang of hurt, but she takes a deep breath, determined not to let their words get to her. She's about to walk away when Emma appears, catching the last part of the conversation. Emma's face goes red with anger. Emma steps forward, her voice calm but firm. Is there a problem, Brian? Sarah? Brian looks startled, then shrugs nonchalantly. We're just saying you're different now, Emma. It's like you're trying to be something you're not. Emma's jaw tightens. Maybe I am different. Maybe I've learned things that you haven't. And if that bothers you, then that's your issue, not mine. Brian and Sarah exchange an uncomfortable look before walking away. Maya turns to Emma, admiration in her eyes. Thank you, Emma. I know this isn't easy for you. Emma sighs, trying to brush it off. It's nothing compared to what you deal with every day. I'm not going to let them make us feel small. They share a look of solidarity, both realizing that their friendship is pushing them to grow in ways they hadn't expected. They are going to Miss Jenkins's office. Maya and Emma have come to talk to Miss Jenkins about the challenges they've been facing since the mural was unveiled. Miss Jenkins listens with understanding, her expression both compassionate and proud. Miss Jenkins nods, her voice calm. I'm sorry to hear that people are reacting this way. Sometimes, when you bring light to an issue, it makes others uncomfortable because it challenges their view of the world. Maya's shoulders slump. It just feels like, no matter what we do, some people will always see us as different, as separate. Miss Jenkins's expression softens. Maya, what you and Emma have done is powerful. You've created something that makes people think, and that's not always easy or comfortable. But true change rarely is. Emma chimes in, her voice filled with determination. We're not giving up, Miss Jenkins. Even if people don't understand now, I want to keep learning and growing. And I want to keep supporting Maya. Miss Jenkins smiles, proud of both girls. You're both incredibly brave. Keep going. Remember, you have allies, even if they're quieter than the critics. They leave the office feeling reassured. Their bond even stronger as they realize the impact of their friendship extends beyond just the two of them. In our classroom, Maya is working on a solo project after school, painting quietly and lost in thought. Emma arrives, looking a little flustered, holding her sketchbook. Emma sits down beside Maya, hesitating before speaking. Maya, can I ask you something? It's personal. Maya looks up curious. Of course. What's on your mind? Emma fidgets, choosing her words carefully. I don't understand why some people see you as different. I mean, I know you are in some ways, but I just see you as my friend. It doesn't make sense to me that others can't see that. Maya sets down her brush, her voice gentle. Emma, it's because you're choosing to see me as a person, not just as someone who looks different from you. A lot of people can't or won't do that. They see what's different and use it to create distance. Emma nods slowly, her expression filled with both sadness and understanding. I wish everyone could see you the way I do. Maya smiles, touched. Thank you, Emma. It means a lot to me that you're trying to understand. They sit in a comfortable silence, sharing a quiet moment of mutual respect and understanding. In school courtyard, where students are milling around during a free period, Emma notices Ryan sitting alone on a bench and decides to approach him, determined to address their strained friendship. Emma sits down beside Ryan, her expression resolute. Hey, Ryan. Ryan looks at her, surprised. Hey, didn't think you'd want to talk to me. Emma sighs, her tone soft but firm. Ryan, I miss our friendship, but I can't ignore that you've treated Maya unfairly. I need you to understand that what she and I are doing is important to me. Ryan shifts uncomfortably, looking away. I don't get why everything has to change. We were fine before. Emma's voice is gentle but unwavering. Maybe you were fine, Ryan, but Maya wasn't. And if you can't accept that I want to be a friend to her, then maybe we've grown apart. Ryan glances at her, guilt flickering in his eyes. I don't want to lose our friendship, Emma. Maybe I just need time to figure things out. Emma nods, understanding. Take the time you need. But remember, empathy and understanding don't cost you anything. They sit together in silence, both realizing that growth sometimes means letting go of old ways, and even old friendships. At Maya's home, where she and Emma have gathered for a study session, they're working on an assignment, but their conversation drifts back to the challenges they've been facing. Maya sighs, setting down her notebook. Sometimes I wonder if we're really making a difference, Emma. It's like, the harder we try, the more resistance we get. Emma reaches over, placing a hand on Maya's arm. You are making a difference, Maya. You've helped me see things I never would have understood otherwise. And I know there are others who feel the same. Maya smiles, touched by her words. I guess it's hard to see the impact when the pushback is so loud. Emma nods thoughtfully. Maybe it's because we're challenging what people are comfortable with. And sometimes, change is slow. Maya considers this, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. You're right. We just have to keep going. They share a look of mutual support, both feeling the strength of their friendship and the impact they're making, even if it's gradual. Next day at school hallway, the morning after Maya and Emma's study session. As they walk past the mural together, they notice something new. Students have begun adding their own symbols and messages of support around the edges of the mural. Emma's face lights up with surprise and joy. Maya, look. People are adding to the mural. They're leaving messages and drawings. Maya stares in awe, her heart swelling with pride. Among the additions are small drawings, words of encouragement, and messages of unity. She sees notes like, "We all belong," and "strength in diversity," and her eyes fill with emotion. Emma grins, nudging her. See? You are making a difference. Maya wipes away a tear, her voice filled with gratitude. We're making a difference, Emma. Together. As they stand back to admire the mural, students continue to gather around, some adding their own contributions. The mural has become a living symbol of unity, a testament to Maya and Emma's courage, and a reminder that change, even if slow, is possible. Maya and Emma share a proud smile, knowing that their friendship has not only changed them but has left an indelible mark on the school and its community. In school auditorium, where a special assembly has been called in honor of the mural and its impact on the school, teachers, students, and even a few community members are gathered. There's a buzz of excitement, but also a sense of anticipation. Maya and Emma sit in the front row, nervously glancing around as the principal steps up to the podium. The mural, now a school icon, is projected on a large screen behind her. The principal clears her throat, smiling at the audience. Today, we're here to celebrate a remarkable achievement by two of our students, Maya Carter and Emma Thompson, whose mural project has inspired many in our community to reflect on unity, acceptance, and friendship. The crowd applauds, and Maya feels her cheeks flush. She glances at Emma, who's beaming with pride. The principal gestures for them to come to the stage. As they approach, the applause grows louder. Emma gives Maya's hand a quick, reassuring squeeze. Maya steps up to the microphone, her voice shaking slightly. Thank you. When Emma and I started this project, we didn't know what to expect. We just wanted to show that, despite our differences, we all belong here. We hoped that the mural would bring people together. Emma takes her turn, her voice confident. We know that change isn't easy, and sometimes it's uncomfortable. But this experience taught us that real friendship and understanding can create lasting change. The audience claps, and as they step back, Maya feels a sense of fulfillment. The assembly ends with a slideshow of pictures taken during the mural's creation, capturing the moments of unity and teamwork that define their journey. In school courtyard after the assembly, Maya and Emma are surrounded by classmates who are congratulating them, offering high fives and hugs. Sophia, one of the students who helped with the mural, approaches them with a big smile. That was incredible. You both did something amazing. I never thought I'd feel so proud to be part of this school. Maya grins, feeling a warmth in her chest. Thanks, Sophia. It was a team effort. We couldn't have done it without you and everyone else. James, another student who contributed, nods in agreement. It's crazy how a simple project changed so much. It's like people are actually talking to each other now. The mural gave us something to connect over. Emma looks at Maya, her eyes filled with gratitude. We did it, Maya. We actually did it. They share a quiet smile, knowing that their friendship has become something bigger than they ever imagined. The mural isn't just a painting. It's a symbol of the connections they built and the walls they've broken down. In Miss Jenkins's office, Maya and Emma have come to talk to her after the assembly, still glowing from the positive response. Miss Jenkins smiles warmly as they enter, her eyes full of pride. I'm so proud of both of you. You turned a difficult experience into something meaningful for everyone. Maya nods, her voice soft. Thank you, Miss Jenkins. We couldn't have done it without your support. Emma agrees, her tone earnest. You believed in us, even when things got tough. It made all the difference. Miss Jenkins leans forward, her voice filled with encouragement. You both have the courage to stand up for what you believe in, and that courage has inspired others. Remember that this is just the beginning. There will always be challenges, but you've proven that you have the strength to face them. They thank her, leaving the office with a renewed sense of purpose. Miss Jenkins's words echo in their minds, reminding them that their work isn't over. At Maya's home, she sits with her dad in the living room, reflecting on the journey she's been through since moving to Riverview. Her dad is watching her with a proud smile, sensing the change in her. Mr. Carter puts an arm around Maya's shoulders. You know, when we first moved here, I worried about how you'd adjust. But seeing what you've accomplished, I couldn't be prouder. Maya smiles, her voice soft. I was scared, Dad. I felt like I didn't belong. But this project, it helped me find my place. And Emma, she's more than just a friend now. She's family. Mr. Carter nods, his voice full of warmth. True friends are rare, Maya. Hold on to her. You two have something special. Maya nods, feeling a swell of gratitude for her father's support and understanding. She realizes that her journey to finding a sense of belonging wasn't just about her. It was also about embracing the family and friends who supported her along the way. In Emma's bedroom, Emma is sitting at her desk, flipping through her sketchbook. She comes across sketches of the mural from its early stages, filled with notes and rough designs. She's lost in thought when her mother, Mrs. Thompson, knocks on the door and enters. Mrs. Thompson sits down beside her, a hesitant but warm smile on her face. I watched the assembly today. I wanted to tell you that I'm proud of you. Emma looks at her mother, surprised. Really? Mrs. Thompson nods, her voice soft. I know I didn't understand at first. I was worried about you changing, about you losing sight of who you are. But I see now that this project didn't change you. It just helped you grow. Emma smiles, feeling a weight lift off her shoulders. Thank you, Mom. I think I needed to hear that. Mrs. Thompson reaches over, giving her daughter's hand a gentle squeeze. And Maya, she's a good friend. I see that now. I'm glad you have her. Emma's face brightens, and she feels a renewed sense of validation from her family, knowing they now support her friendship with Maya. Next day at school hallway, where the mural is now a central, celebrated feature. Maya and Emma stand before it together, admiring their work. A few students pass by, nodding and smiling, showing their appreciation. Maya's voice is filled with pride. I used to walk down these hallways feeling invisible. Now, I feel like I'm seen. Like we all are. Emma nods, her voice soft but firm. You should always be seen, Maya. Everyone should. That's what this mural is about. They stand in silence, letting the weight of their journeys settle over them. They know that this mural isn't just paint on a wall. It's a reminder of the battles they fought and the friendships they forged. A few students walk up, adding new symbols and notes to the mural, inspired by what it represents. Maya and Emma smile, feeling that their message of unity has truly taken root. In graduation ceremony, months later, Maya and Emma sit together in their caps and gowns, surrounded by their classmates. As their names are called, they walk across the stage, each receiving a diploma and applause from the crowd. After the ceremony, they find each other in the crowd, embracing tightly. Emma laughs, wiping away a tear. I can't believe we did it. We survived high school. Maya grins, her voice filled with emotion. And we changed it too. They walk over to the mural one last time, taking in the countless additions and messages from students, a testament to the legacy they've created. Emma looks at Maya, her voice soft. Thank you, Maya, for everything. Maya squeezes her hand, her eyes glistening. Thank you, Emma. I wouldn't be who I am without you. They walk away from the mural, their friendship stronger than ever, knowing they've left something meaningful behind for future students. A few years later, Maya and Emma are back in Riverview for a school reunion, both of them a little older, but still as close as ever. They walk through the halls, laughing and reminiscing, until they reach the mural. The mural is now a cherished part of the school, its colors vibrant, and the messages of unity and strength even more prominent. New additions from students over the years have expanded it, creating a rich tapestry of memories and messages. Maya runs her fingers over the wall, her voice filled with pride. It's still here, and it's even more beautiful than when we left. Emma nods, smiling. It's become a part of the school, a part of everyone who's come through these halls. As they stand before the mural, a group of current students approaches them, recognizing them from photos and stories about the mural's creators. One student, a young girl with wide, admiring eyes, speaks up. You're Maya and Emma, right? We've heard so much about you. This mural, it's inspired so many of us. Maya and Emma exchange a look, their eyes shining with pride and gratitude. Emma smiles at the girl, her voice filled with warmth. Thank you. This mural belongs to all of us. And so does its message. Maya nods, addressing the group of students. Always remember that you belong, no matter where you come from. This mural is proof that unity can last, and that our differences make us stronger. They stand together, a quiet moment of reverence for the mural, for the journey they've shared, and for the legacy they've left behind. As they leave the school, Maya and Emma walk side by side, feeling the deep bond of a friendship that has not only shaped them but has left a lasting impact on the community they love.